go my buddies. It's been a fun time. Jackie, Luke, Becky, and Kevin on change out. So, bright and early this morning. I am pulling up the hook as well, but we're going different directions. So, my plans have changed since I got to Turks and Caicos. This is officially as far south as I will be heading. I'm turning from here and heading back up to the Bahamas after quite a deliberation. So, yeah, I think it's probably the right thing to do. Try and get the most out of the trip here. So, I'm gonna wave them off, and then I'll be getting the boat ready and pulling up the hook. So, yeah, it's been a fun couple weeks with them for sure. So, I hope I'll get to see them again in the future. But it's the way cruising goes, unfortunately. I'll try and take another video when I'm off the hook and on my way. I'm underway. Me is passing the bluffs on my way out of the Caicos bank, running downwind and mild chop. Boat's, rolling around pretty good. I'm sure you can hear the sail is not too happy up front there. So maybe need to sheet in a little bit, but that's fine. Yeah. So I've officially begun the trip home as of today. So it's a little bittersweet pulling up the anchor this morning. It's the trip and the dream I've been having, for the last year or more is on its way out. So that's fine. I knew it had to come someday. I didn't think so soon. So, tentative plan for now. Oh, that's my thumb in front of the camera. Tentative plan for now is I'm heading back up to the Bahamas for around a month or so, and then I'd like to begin my way north so that I can end up in I don't know, maybe New Jersey by mid-April. It's gonna be cold up there, but I'd like to be home earlier so I can jump on some opportunities that have presented themselves to me, namely a trip across the Atlantic in early May. So I'd like to get the boat within driving distance of home, spend a week or two at home, and then fly down to Florida for a trip from Florida to Bermuda to the Azores. So yeah, let's see how it goes. It's officially as far south and east as I will get on this trip. So, which is, I think, good overall. I don't remember if I've talked about this yet, but I just don't think I would have gotten what I want out of the trip if I had just made it all the way to Antigua and gotten there for Antigua race week. I just don't think I would have enjoyed it as much as I think I ought to. So yeah, I think in the end this is the right thing to do, but it still doesn't make it easy. So I got lots of exploring to do though in the Bahamas, and that's primarily the reason why I'm going back, is because I feel like I didn't experience it like it should be experienced and explore like I wanted to explore, because I felt like I had to make it down to Antigua. So yeah, I got plenty of friends and stuff as well that are back in the Bahamas that I'm looking forward to seeing. So yeah, this is the trip home. Everywhere from here on out, I'm gonna be going north, which is not terribly common for me. So yeah, winds are going to be favorable though for the most part, which is nice. So I'm looking forward to that. Sorry, all kinds of sounds that I got to remember going on around here. So yeah, on the way home. I'm headed, this trip is going to be around 175 miles from Sapodilla Bay, Turks and Caicos, up to hopefully Clarence Town, Long Island. So yeah, plans change. I've got a couple bailout options should I need them. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a pleasant trip. I just did all the weather for this leg, and it's looking like it's gonna be 15 knots from behind pretty much the whole trip. You know, broad reach to a run, the whole way up. So that will be nice. Sunny, no rain forecast. So I can't tell you how excited I am. But I'm making my way towards the Sandboard Channel, so I gotta do a little bit of navigation here. And perhaps I'll see you again when the sun is quite a bit higher in the sky. If I'm holding this heading, I might put out the pole as well. Get the jib a little settled here. So yeah, new motor runs great. I'll start her up a little later for you guys, and you can for you guys, it's so funny, I'm talking like I've got an actual audience. Yeah, she's pretty. So yeah, I'll see you later in the day. As promised, the sun is going down. It is around 5:30, 5:40. Progress has slowed a little bit. I was making an average of like 5.5 knots earlier today, and it's dropped down to around 4.5. So that's fine. Just means the trip is going to take 20% longer, which is not the worst thing in the world. So yeah, moving along nice. Flying wing on wing. Wind's coming around more to the east, and I kind of need to head northeast. So I'm going to continue on this heading for a little while, and then when I can jibe, I'll jibe over to a kind of a broad reach to make it around the Crookeds. So yeah, very pretty out right now, but when is it not? Down here. So figure out what I'm going to do for dinner. I think it's not too bumpy that I can't boil water. Oh, focus is going all over the place. There we go. So yeah, clouds were pretty earlier, but I missed it with the camera. So this is me. Hello. Yeah, so I got another 50 miles to the Crookeds. My iguana is somewhere over there. I think it might be some of those lower clouds over there, or behind me. So yeah, progress is going. Very, very pleasant sailing. I could cross the Atlantic right now. As long as the weather stayed like this the whole time. But it won't. So yeah, as usual, if anything happens, I will keep you posted. It's sailing. It's the usual. Morning. Interesting night last night. All downwind for the most part. Some broad reaching, but waves are making it a little unpleasant because they're not coming in the same direction as the wind is, so it causes the boat to roll a lot, as you can see. Whoa, that's me trying to hold it still on the boat. But yeah, two kind of things happened last night. I was doing my usual kind of 15-minute checks for ships, and while I was in my bed just getting ready to go for the next check, there was a really, really weird sea state, like pattern of waves. It felt like it was coming from the wrong direction. So I jumped up and I got out of bed and I looked up, and it turns out that it was the wake of a freighter that crossed probably a quarter mile in front of me. Oof. So that was spooky, because when they're on the horizon, the masthead lights just look like stars, because I couldn't see the bow lights or anything. So it just looked like a star, I assume, because I watched it go head away from me, and it got to the point where I couldn't distinguish it from a star. So that was spooky. And on top of that, I was putting up the pole because I need to do a run down the Crooked Islands. It's not supposed to look like that. So, need to figure out what to do with this guy. I think I'm going to try and hammer this straight, and since it's a telescoping pole, I'm going to try and telescope the other side in through here to get it to straighten out and hold its shape. I'm hoping it doesn't split. I mean, I guess if it does, I can just pop this portion of tube off and then just slide this one over that skinny guy. But it's not going to be the same length. So, yeah, interesting night. Interesting night. Not a good one, but the sailing was decent. A little rocky rolly, but the sailing was good. All right.